So, how to stay calm no matter who triggers you. If you have a problem where your friends keep rage baiting you, if you keep finding yourself in TikTok comments writing down paragraph explaining stuff that doesn't really matter because you're so triggered, this is the video for you.
24 hours in a day, but I be streaming. I don't care about a bust down, I'm stacking to the ceiling. I grind so much, I can't be a human being.
Someone insults you in front of others. Your heart races. Your face flushes. Every cell in your body screams to defend yourself. However, the person next to you just heard the same insult and
he doesn't react. Doesn't even react.
Same words, same situation. Two completely different reactions. What did they know that you didn't? There's a psychological technique used by therapists to deal with toxic people that most of us have never heard of. It's not about being tough. It's not about suppressing your emotions. It's about understanding how conflict actually works and why most of us are playing the game completely wrong. In this video, I'm going to show you why people try to provoke you in the first place, the hidden pattern behind every toxic interaction, and at the end, I'll reveal the exact method that makes you psychologically unbotherable.
I'm not gonna lie, it has heavy ties to emotional intelligence. You know what I'm saying? If you think before you react, I'm telling you, you'll react to stuff less, bro.
But first, you need to understand what's really happening when someone attacks you. Here's what nobody tells you about conflict. Most arguments aren't about winning, they're about feeding. Think about the last time someone provoked you. Maybe they made a passive-aggressive comment. Maybe they questioned your intelligence or mocked something you care about. Therefore, you felt that surge of emotion, right? That need to respond, to correct them, to prove your point. That feeling, that's exactly what they wanted. Because here's the truth. Toxic people don't attack you because they hate you. They attack you because they're starving for something they can't create themselves. Emotional energy, validation, a sense of power. When you react, when you engage, when you fight back, you're not standing up for yourself, you're feeding them. Every sharp reply you give, every frustrated explanation, every moment you spend justifying your worth to them is fuel.
I'm not even gonna lie, bro. This is giving me flashbacks, bro. When I used to be a rage baiter, like a toxic rage baiter, bro, I used to target gang members because it used to satisfy me to piss them off, bro. Like, gang members are the most easiest guys to rage bait, bro. Like, their egos are so flipping fragile that, like, you can make them do basically anything. Like, you look at them a certain type of way, or you say, oh, you're not actually on it. You're not actually on it. But what? Wallahi, I'm on it. Wallahi, I'll chef you right now. Like, bro, and it's like, bro, calm down. Like, you must not enjoy life, JC. No, but like, rage baiting gang members, I feel like it was peak entertainment for me for a while, bro. Like, when I was bored, I'll go on YOOO and I'll just say something crazy to a gang member. They'll just get bare mad and I'll be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it used to fuel me, bro. Just them getting so angry, it would fuel me because it's like, I made you angry. I made you like that.
Cool.
Money changed you, here
you're defending yourself. However, you're actually giving them exactly what they came for.
Literally, you gave me what I wanted, bro.
Your time, your emotional investment. Like that coworker who raises his voice in meetings knowing you'll defend yourself. But then one day, you stay silent.
You're gonna do that into the wrong person?
Mid-sentence.
Bro, like, I stopped doing it now. I don't do that to gang members no more. But when I was a kid, I was a serious rage baiter. I was really toxic. I used to go around rage baiting people because, like, I had some emotional intelligence, so I knew how to trigger people. But they didn't, like, gang members are the most sensitive people, bro. They're the most sensitive people. Easiest to manipulate. All you have to do is target their pride, and they're just mad, angry, and you can make them do stuff that, you know what I'm saying? It's easy to manipulate them. What a fuck. What a fuck, bro. But I don't do that no more. I'm a good law-abiding citizen.
Game ends. Because without your reaction, there's nothing left mid-sentence. The game ends. Because without your reaction, there's nothing left to play. They throw the same bait over and over because they know you'll bite. A provocative text at midnight. A subtle insult wrapped in a joke. A question designed to make you explain yourself. They don't want answers. They want sparks. But then something interesting happens. You meet someone who doesn't take the bait. Someone who hears the insult and treats it like background noise. Someone who can sit in a room full of passive aggression and remain completely at ease. They're not ignoring the toxicity, they're just refusing to participate in it.
Bro, they don't like people like that, bro.
What's their secret? They understand something crucial. You cannot win a game you refuse to play. But if reacting isn't the answer, what is? So if reacting only makes things worse, why do we keep doing it? Because we've been taught that silence equals weakness.
And that's how I feel like people being manipulated, bro. Silence does not equal weakness, bro. When you master silence, you start to realize you get a dangerous power, bro. Now, this is the last time I'm gonna pause for a while. But there was one time, yeah, there was this girl that was dead ass. Like, we were in like a social gathering. This girl was trying to cook my shit. Like, she was trying to cook my shit, and I was being so nice. I was like, hey, I hope you have a nice day. And bro, she was like, oh, what's wrong with you? It's like something wrong with you. It's like she's trying to rage bait me, bro. She kept saying, oh, my days like you're the type of black guy to go for white girls. Bro, obviously, I don't give a fuck about that shit. But she's trying to use it as like a target to hit me in it, so I could go and be like, no, I like everybody. So, but I ignored it. And then she just kept crashing out because I didn't give her the reaction that she wanted. She kept crashing out. And everybody else around her is like, yo, Charlene, you gotta chill. Charlene, you gotta chill. And then after, bro said, Wallahi, JC, you're easy lick. Fairs, bro, I'll call the police on you. But yeah, obviously
Seed says JC Wallahi, no one asked.
I'm gonna finish the story. But anyways, Tutu's now, she gets rage baited from trying to rage bait me. And then after she tells me to leave. And everybody else was like, yo, why are you telling him to leave when you're the person that started this? Like, you were being mean to him. And then that made her even more angry because everybody else was like, yo, you're the problem. And then I just, yeah, she just kicked me out, so. Embarrassing! But yeah, bro, that's a control. That's when you start to master silence, bro.
We've been told that if you don't defend yourself, people will walk all over you. That if you let an insult slide, you're basically agreeing with it. Therefore, we engage. We explain. We argue. We try to make them understand. However, here's the problem. You cannot reason with someone who's emotionally invested in misunderstanding you. Think about it. How many times have you lost your peace just to prove you were right? And how many times did you actually win? In those heated moments, they're not listening to your words. They're feeding off your emotion. The more you explain yourself, the more power you give them. Every justification is another thread they can pull. Every defense is another opening for attack. You think you're standing your ground, but you're actually handing them the map to your vulnerabilities. And here's what makes it worse.
What?
The people who provoke you most are often the ones who know you best. They know which buttons to push. They know what you're insecure about. They know exactly how to phrase something to get under your skin. An ex who texts you knowing you'll analyze it for hours. A family member who brings up your failures disguised as concern. These people fish with emotions, not words. They're just searching for something that shakes you because that makes them feel in control. If this is hitting home, like and subscribe because the next part changes everything.
Bro,
so
if
what's
you
the
don't change
alternative?
anything,
How
I'm
do
not
you
liking and
protect
subscribing.
yourself without becoming cold or disconnected?
It's
You become strategically uninteresting.
Watch a clanker videos. Just look at the eye some.
Bro, shut up, bro. Just shut up, bro. If you don't want to watch the AI video, mute the video. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, it has information and it's just saying it, bro. Damn, oh, Jim Smart. I'm not gonna lie, I only started watching the video.
This is the part most people get wrong about detachment. They think it means shutting down, building walls, cutting people off. However, that's just another form of reaction. True power isn't in how loudly you can respond or how dramatically you can exit. It's in how little someone's chaos can move you. Be like Wi-Fi. If they can't connect to you, they can't drain your energy. Imagine this. Someone throws an insult your way, expecting a reaction. But instead of defending yourself, instead of arguing back, you respond with something completely neutral. Interesting perspective, or I hear you? Or sometimes just a simple, okay, and nothing more. What just happened? You refused to give them the emotional charge they were seeking. You didn't attack back, so they can't play victim. You didn't defend yourself, so they have nothing to argue against. You became present but unreactive, visible but unengaging. This isn't about being passive. This is about being selective with your energy. Because here's what happens when you stop feeding toxic patterns. They eventually starve. The person who used to get a rise out of you with a single comment now has to work harder. Therefore, they escalate, trying to provoke a bigger reaction. But when that doesn't work either, something shifts. They get bored, they move on. They find someone else who will give them the drama they crave. When you stop reacting to sarcasm or provocation, you realize you've just won back an entire day of peace.
Shit, bro, this is giving me flashbacks, bro. I might go back to being a troll, bro. I remember being bare sad. Then after a long day of rage baiting people and pissing people off, bro, I felt good. I felt like my stomach was filled, bro. My stomach was filled. I feel like my rage baiting got so bad that like I started making like fake accounts and I would pretend to be a girl, and then like I would entertain like a whole relationship with a guy, and then after I'd be like, yo, you know I'm a guy, right? And how angry they would get. Well, sometimes they'll, on my days, one person became my close friend after that. That was actually crazy. But a lot of them, that's kind of gay. No, that's not gay. I was trolling. That doesn't count. I don't count.
You didn't have to fight. You didn't have to explain. You just refused to participate in a game designed to drain you. But how do you actually do this when your emotions are screaming? That's where the method comes in. All right, here's the actual tech.
JC, why are you skipping my message? Because I'm literally using the same psychology as the video. I'm protecting my energy. I'm seeing what you're saying, and it's just bullshit. So why would I reply to your bullshit? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, ignore you. Next. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to give that energy.
Technique. The thing therapists teach their clients when dealing with narcissists, manipulators, or anyone who thrives on emotional chaos. It's called the gray rock method. The concept is simple but powerful. You make yourself as uninteresting and unresponsive as a gray rock. No emotional highs, no defensive lows. Just calm, neutral, almost boring responses. Here's how it works in practice. When someone tries to provoke you, you respond with minimal emotion and information. Short answers. Neutral tone. No explanations that they can twist. No justifications they can attack. Why are you always like this? I don't know.
I don't know.
Don't you have anything to say? Not really.
No.
You're just going to ignore me? I'm listening, I just don't have much to add. You're not being rude. You're not being dismissive.
Guys, I'm not ignoring you. I just don't have much to add. Okay, guys?
You're simply refusing to be the source of drama they're seeking.
Annoying you, then
and here's the beautiful part.
Leave.
This works because it removes the reward they're chasing. However, there's a critical piece most people miss. This isn't about suppressing your emotions.
No.
It's about choosing where you invest them. You can feel everything, the anger, the frustration, the hurt, but you don't have to perform those feelings for someone who will weaponize them. Real strength isn't reacting fast. It's choosing not to react at all. Save your depth for people who've earned it. Save your vulnerability for relationships that honor it.
Amen.
Save your explanations for those who actually want to understand. Everyone else, they get the gray rock. Drop a comment if you've ever dealt with this kind of drama.
I'm dropping a comment right now. I'm dropping a comment right now.
Something profound happens. People are still talking, still trying to provoke you. But then the strange thing is, you don't feel a thing. Their voices fade. And for the first time, you can actually breathe. You stop being controlled by other people's chaos. That coworker who used to ruin your entire day with one comment, now they're just background noise. That family member who could always push your buttons, they're still pushing, but nothing's happening. You're not reacting because you finally realized their opinion of you is not your emergency. Their need for drama is not your responsibility. Their inability to regulate their emotions is not your problem to solve. This is what true peace looks like. Not the absence of conflict, but the presence of choice.
Bro, I be telling people, just because I'm a peaceful person, don't mean I won't get my hands dirty to get what I want. Do you know what I'm saying? Just because I'm a peaceful person. If I need to go and fight in war, if I need to thrive in war, I will thrive in war. But if I need to be quiet, I'll be quiet too. You know what I'm saying? Why for that? Hey, Pluto, man. Chill.
You choose what affects you. You choose what deserves your energy. You choose who gets access to your inner world. The most powerful reaction is no reaction.
Facts.
And here's the twist nobody sees coming.
Uno reverse.
When you become unbotherable, you become unstoppable.
Woo! Live.
Because the person who can't be baited into drama, who can't be manipulated through emotion,
Whip it in the
who
kitchen.
refuses to waste energy on pointless battles,
Straight facts.
that person has an unfair advantage in life.
I'm
While others
unstoppable.
are exhausted from arguing, defending, and proving
Live la
themselves,
peace.
you're focused on what actually matters. While they're stuck in cycles of reaction, you're building something real. That's the ultimate power move. Not fighting better, but refusing to fight at all. You
Facts.
become the gray rock.
The gray
Solid,
rock.
Unmoved, unaffected, and in your stillness, you find a strength that no argument could ever give you.
Literally.
When you stop playing, the game ends.
Facts.
Their problem isn't you, it's that you stopped feeding them. Next time someone tries
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, yeah. I started like naturally like identifying as that, and I started to realize that you having no reaction and also controlling it pisses people off way more. Like it really does piss people off way more. Like they just gave them more. Like, and next thing you know, you low key feel like you got the power now, or you do actually have the power now. I can't lie. As long as you don't give them what they want.
to pull you into chaos, remember, you don't owe anyone a reaction. Stay solid. Stay still. Be the gray rock. And if this message...
jayceebcm gifting sub.
Bro, nobody's gonna successfully rage bait me, bro. So you ain't gifted nobody a sub, bro.
gifted something in you, hit subscribe. Make calm your default. The one who can't be triggered can't be controlled. Thanks for watching. And
That was a W video. I'ma like that shit. That was a W video. But yeah, chat, bro. Think before you react, okay? Don't get rage baited by these delinquents.